Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. This is an 18 by 24 inch canvas. I've got some metallic black. I want a sort of a random pattern to start with. And I'm thinking about making it a geometric. But I'm kind of interested in a little whispering wisteria with that, just because I can. And a little blue velvet because I can with that. And then I'm going to use my tools, my silicone rubber brushes. And it's just an inspirational start. I need to keep my bottles out of my way or I cannot turn this canvas easily at all. And there's nothing serious going on at this point. The black metallic is not very black, so I will be definitely enhancing my black, probably with the medium black. I like that blue, so I think I'm going to indulge myself in some more of it. And maybe more than one place. I'm just going to keep adding paint until I feel like adding a different color, which might be sooner than later actually. I think I'm going to wind up with layers. And I think I'm going to change my shapes up to whatever they offer me for an opportunity. Wow, that went way further than I anticipated. Now, Whispering Wisteria won't usually show up unless it's on white, so this is a good time to try that. But I can feel frostbite, excuse me, not frostbite, frozen. I can feel frozen coming. I wanted to put a few squares scattered around the whole canvas and then put lines, affiliated lines with them. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I know if I start, it's a good way to begin. Because it doesn't matter how you start, in my opinion, so long as you continue. What I like with Frozen is Fandango, and I happen to have some out. I also like it with Cerulean Blue, so that might be next. I can locate the... There we go. Ooh, it's time to make some more. I don't mind using my brush dirty. Although I gotta say, if you want to wipe it off, that's completely understandable to me. I'm thinking about mixing some white metallic right after I use, if I can lay my hands on it, yes. I have a little bit of African violet left, and that's pretty much all I've got. Whoa. And I can't shake it, so I get what I get. Because there's really not enough left in the bottle to do anything with. But as long as I get some, it does not matter to me. I'm really tempted to use some Dancing Fuchsia cell activator that's just sitting there calling to me. For that reason alone. Oh, forgot about this frozen. Probably will not be able to finish this today, but it's a way to start. Covering the canvas with paint in chunks is actually fairly time consuming if you do it right. I want some actual Dancing Fuchsia, but I have some Miami Magenta I want to use up too. That needs its tip cleaned out. And this needs to shed its paint. There, I don't mind that. I want some more blue. Blue velvet. I haven't even thought about any yellow, but now I am. I wanted some gold, and I've been avoiding it for the last few minutes. I think I'm going to have paint left over. Trying not to be too much of a perfectionist because it won't work. I'm going to go for the red violet. I want some more of that cerulean. still want some gold, and I think I need more green. Because one stripe is, well, two areas is just not quite enough. It's entirely possible there could be some canvas showing through this at some point in time. Let me clean that brush off. Don't want to leave paint drying on your brushes, if you can possibly help it. Alright, I'm going to give it some gold. I'm going to do a bunch at once. I never did the white I was talking about. So let's do some of that as well. Maybe a little more of the African violet. I want some orange in this. And I might even want some of my tangerine, which is just a lemon color with some orange added to it. I might want to wait on that. Oh, I've got green left on my brush. But at least it didn't dry on. I don't really want that black in that orange. And I do want to go where the other orange is. Once you see that things mix up well, it's hard to stop wanting to experiment. Thinking some more pink carnation might be coming my way. Yeah, I like that. enjoy the different configuration of marks that are mostly accidental, but I accept them. I want some more blue. Do I want cerulean blue, or do I want blue velvet, or do I want both? I think both. So I've still got paint on my spatula, excuse me, my brush. Which seems to be working out pretty well, actually. I like what the white metallic does. It just sort of makes things juicy. I like when colors cross that I would think would make mud and they don't. So far so good. I'm really inclined to take my little tool in a moment and see if I want to do some mark making. I don't know if I'm completely done adding color yet. This is the Whispering Wisteria. I was talking about layering things, so this would be a good place to start. Honestly, I think. See what happens with my little tool. When the paint's wet, it will work, and where the paint is dry, it will not. I think I'm going to want some more black in here. And maybe some more dancing fuchsia, as well as Whispering Wisteria. So that would be the end of part one. Conveniently. So this is the next day. I didn't have a lot of time yesterday, and I'm planning on just adding some colors as I go along that I used yesterday to darken up the spots that I have less paint on. Like that looks to me to be frozen, and if it's not, it's cerulean blue, and we'll find out in a second. And if it happens to be one shade on top of another shade, that's not going to bother me much. I mixed up a new batch of what is it, Egyptian blue. And I'm going to keep grabbing the right size brush until I get the shade I want. I really wanted some black, some actual black. I really want some gold and to stripe things, but I haven't stopped being chicken about it yet. I'm not sure how covering the black metallic is going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot. Because I like the darkness. I just don't seem to be able to force myself to put enough paint down to make it really black. I'm going to keep trying. And I could definitely put black over colors and stripe them out, and that might be kind of cool. I just haven't got there yet. And I really shouldn't impose any rules on myself at this point because I don't know where this is going to go, if anywhere. I mostly just wanted to start with the black. And this is Mead Black as opposed to the Unitas Black Metallic I started with. And this might be the first painting I did completely with these rubber brushes. I don't know for sure though. It occurs to me I wanted some African violet. Yeah, I like that. I might want to steal a little paint. I'm trying to break myself of the need for perfectionism because there isn't any anyway. And I'm not sure how dangerous it is an idea to be doing the black first, since I really do want to darken up some of the other colors. And my intention originally was to say, you know, I'm just going to be adding the same colors over the colors I started with, and I'll fast forward through it, but somehow I can't quite get myself to stop talking about it long enough to actually do that. Either that or I just haven't quit the black part yet. So I'm just not ready. Nothing too serious going on here. I think the Dancing Fuchsia might be next, as soon as I'm done with the black. And I could, you know, if I weren't recording a video, I could probably take a couple days with this and be pretty happy. Oh, that was interesting. I've got a purple cast in my black down here that I'm going to lose as soon as I do this. Unless I put it back in there. I like spreading with the larger brush and then refining with the smaller brush. And I've got 3 brushes going, and that's kind of weird. I'm going to use, if I can get some to come out, I'm going to use some of the, whoa, what I'm calling African Violet, which is the dregs of a bottle that's almost gone. I might have mentioned yesterday. And it's pretty juicy right about now, because the stain, the color comes out first. So I'm just going to leave that and it'll dry eventually. Use my residuals. I might want a little more black down here since I've got it. I've got blue. I want to keep my brush clean for the most part. If I get only a partial stripe, that's okay. Looks like I have some tangerine here, and I might want some more of that, but I also might want to use the cerulean blue first. Oh, I already did that. Never mind. So I'm going to grab that cerulean blue. Better to stabilize the painting. I'm not sure, but this looks like Mystique, and if it isn't Mystique, it's close enough to Mystique, so it's not going to make any difference right now. Just in case. I'll flip my brush over so I have clean. I'm going to use a little more Egyptian blue, which I'm honestly tempted to add something else to, like maybe a little Oriental blue. And then I'm going to go back again, probably, and add that tangerine I was talking about. I missed a spot with black. I want that black there. I think I need to just put it in there. I'm a little nervous about using the tools. If I'm not fast enough, the paint will dry on them, and it will not be good for me. I gotta remember that I can go sideways as well as forward and backwards with the blades of my brushes. I think I got most of the black. Maybe. Did I get enough? That's the question. I think I want more. Hopefully you can see most of what I'm doing. I know it's hard. Yeah, I want that to be much blacker. I'll use my residuals. I'll just add some more because it's not my favorite thing to show canvas texture through unless it is. You know, that happens too sometimes. But one thing I do know is I need to clean my brushes off right now. As best I can, at least. Still too much black on this one. And I want that clean so I can use the Dancing Fuchsia. And I'm wondering which brush is best, and I'm thinking the smallest one is maybe not best. Dancing Fuchsia. Nope. I saw that cat hair fly. And Dancing Fuchsia, and I think I was combining the Orange Crush, but I also think there was a little bit of this pink Carnation. I still haven't gone back and fixed the tangerine yet. Tangerine is just yellow with a little orange in it. If I can find a place to put my residuals, that'd be good. Take the blue off. I really want to put some more pink Carnation right in here in this spot that's right dead center and kind of bland. But the temptation is to make it less bland by adding something brighter, in which case, put the brushes down, open the Miami Magenta, which has been rusting. There we go. Rusting, I'm going to have extra. Okay, never mind. I've also got some yellow from the... Maybe it needs to be that way. I think maybe it does. And I honestly really don't mind having extra colors, especially when they all blend so nicely together. Same thing goes for cleaning my brush off. Which is, fortunately, fairly clean by now. I'm a little tempted. I haven't used any yellow, I don't think. And I'm going to use a little right now. And it's the yellow-orange. And I wondered if I had yesterday. Yeah, I like that addition quite a bit. I might use more of it. Especially where the gold sort of got mixed, sort of got flushed out. I can't forget to use green. Yeah, I like that a lot. Gotta remember, I gotta keep my bottles behind a barrier because otherwise the canvas is stopped. So I'm really happy with this at the moment. I've got that yellow. Where's the yellow going to go? Someplace. Maybe it should go right there. Just because I can. I think this yellow can go right here. And I'll grab some of that green. I like that. I want some more blue to fix this one area that's kind of bugging me. That's the Fandango again. And I definitely want some more frozen in this area here. It's tempting to use the frozen with the paint that's already on my brush. Kind of glad I didn't keep going, that it was all kind of light. So I had a chance to actually do layers, which I'm always whining on about, never getting to do layers, which is kind of productive considering that I can't do layers because I happen to like the painting I finished. I'm going to give it a little bit more. Probably going to take me all of the time that I have on the timer, and you've seen what I've done. It's really tempting to just say, you know, you see what I do, you hear what I say, and fast forward through whatever else I do. Really tempting. It's a little more cerulean blue. Which will mix really well with the frozen, so I'm not going to wipe my brush off. I'm going to grab a little bit more Egyptian blue. I could still do gold in places, and that might make me happy. Do a little frozen here. I see the Whispering Wisteria is pretty light, but I'm thinking an additional coat might be just the ticket. Because I've got paint on my brush. But it ought to stay pretty bright just because it's on a white background. There, I finally got to a place where I want dancing fuchsia again. I'll try and be quick. Thought about adding some white back in. I kind of like the overlapping lines. Create new definitions. I guess there are some cases where I see the texture of the canvas and I can't help it. I do Whispering Wisteria and then a stripe down the middle. Some more dancing fuchsia, which I actually have on my brush already. I think I needed more of that. Loving this little brush. I don't actually mind that it ombres from one end to the other, but I knew as soon as I thought it, I was going to change it. So what else have we got? We've got blue with green, which makes a lovely blue when you mix it with fuchsia. I'm going to grab that green again. I don't have a lot of time. But I do think I got a lot done. I'm not sure what else needs to be done. I still like what I've got a lot. I know I could do more to it, but I'm going to call it good so I don't completely run out of time. If I need to touch something up, you'll understand what happened. I'm going to give this a little more frozen. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the compliments that keep my morale boosted. Thank you for the donations that help keep me painting. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you watch longer or watch some of the commercials or make a comment, those things are all super helpful to me. My creative playlists are on my YouTube channel. And if you go to my YouTube channel banner, you'll find the PayPal icon. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links on my link tree. My community board will show you tomorrow's videos. If you have questions or you want the paint pouring recipe, ask me questions, it will. The paint pouring recipe is below Show More. When you click Show More, you're going to find my email address. Thank you for everything. Shop my Amazon link, please. You can buy anything you want from there. And my 2 books are there, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, Volumes 1 and 2. Thank you again for being here. I love you guys dearly. You inspire the heck out of me. Bye for now. Priscilla out.